Okay, we are in the town of Enna. It's a city, really. Let me zoom out there. It's a mountain town, as you can see. Look at the valley down there. We were down there on the road. Now, I don't know what that town is across there. I'm not sure. But look at the view you got up here.
It's nice and cool up here too.
I want to try to get a really good view of the fortress.
A nice breeze. It's almost like the weather you're used to in October up here.
There's down there.
I bet it's hot as hell down there.
Okay, so take the video and do it on me.
Are you on?
Yes, I'm on.
Okay.
Okay, I might have started talking about this, but Enna's famous for, I mentioned, was originally Sicel, or Sicels war, but it's more famous for being the center of rebels. The first 4 slave revolts in history. 3 of them happened during the Roman Republic in Roman Italy, and 2 of them were in Sicily. Am I in the
Yes,
thing?
you are.
Okay. The first 2 that happened in the Roman Republic happened here in Sicily, and the first one was centered around this town, Enna. There was a Greek Syrian slave named Eunus who led a revolt first with slaves, and it lasted for about 2 years, and this was his base of operations. And he actually had a compatriot who led a revolt in Gela, south of here, and the 2 of them met, and they made this their stronghold. Eunus was famous for being a leader who possessed charisma and an ability to inspire the people to join his slave revolt. Supposedly because, according to legend, when he spoke to people and he gave his speeches, fire would come out of his mouth. It's speculated that what he did was like you sometimes you see magicians will sometimes breathe fire. Well, they coat their mouth with a kind of alcohol oil, and when they light it, they put a match or they have a flame, and they breathe out, you get that flash. So he was, I guess, able to do that so well that when he would be speaking from a hilltop or something, he would have flames coming out. So that just added to his power and his charisma and his way of inspiring people. But anyway, he was eventually caught, as most of the slave leaders were. He was caught and that one ended. But then about 50, 60 years later, there was a second slave revolt. I'm not sure where that was centered, in Sicily. That one was put down, and finally the third is the one that's the most famous, and that was the one with Spartacus. That one began in Italy. But Spartacus was going to come here. Am I still in the picture? Because it looks like you're moving away from me.
No, I got you.
Okay. You're sure?
Smack dab in the middle, yes.
Well, the most famous one was the one of Spartacus, and that began in Italy, around Naples, Vesuvius. But he was planning to come to Sicily. You just put your finger in front of the lens.
Oh.
Am I in the picture still?
You're in the picture.
Try to keep it steady.
Yes,
Because
yes, sir.
they've been rocking it. Anyway, he was planning to come here to Sicily and bring the slave army here and continue the revolt here. But he was betrayed. He and a small band crossed the Strait of Messina on rafts to meet up with the leader of the pirates who were going to provide ships. But they did not appear. They were betrayed. I think they were bought out or bribed by, I think, the governor of Sicily, who at the time was notorious for being a corrupt, crooked ruler. So he had to go back to the toe of Italy, where he had to have several battles and was finally defeated. But anyway, as I said, 3 of the first 4 slave revolts in history happened in this region, and 2 of those were here in Sicily, and this was the center because of its location. You had this high ridge here in the center of Italy, and it's a great place to hide because you can see any invading or attacking, pursuing army trying to reach you. So what I'm going to try to do is, I don't know, maybe drive up a little bit,